Another day, another subversary, here on the Ed Tedwood channel.
I mean, yeah, that'll do. That's a good ending. Okay. Right. Let's get switched on over. Now, is OBS going to recognize Elden Ring this time? Hey, there we go.
Cheers, Ed.
Cheers, Sir Jamie the Resilient. Thank you very much, pal. Okay, so... Oh. Wait.
I love you.
As one man said, hello there.
Hello there. So, thank you very much, Trisk, by the way, for the 100 bits, and thank you, Sir Jamie the Resilient, for the resub of 30 months in a continuous streak, I might add. Continuous. So, let's just sit here real quietly on the loading screen. Not loading screen, menu screen. And let's just chat about what this is going to be. Thank you. Thank you very much for the box strats, Trisk. I genuinely, you scared me. I thought that the model had bugged out for a second there because there was a huge shadow cast over it. Right, so a long time ago, I once ran a little show called Barry Quest. And that was based upon the idea of I wanted to play through the Cinders mod, and I didn't know how to do it, so I just sort of built it around this character and his little journey and all this kind of business. And it was surprisingly popular. I really enjoyed it, especially because of the weird interplay we had with Pretzel Rocks. I just left it on the Blues channel after a while, and it just ran. And the things that came out of it were beautiful stuff. If anybody remembers the fact that banjos, particularly if banjos appeared in a song, immediately everything would just descend into a demented Benny Hill show. And it was just always the best timing in the world. It was horrible. But it's hard to recapture that kind of energy without a Souls-like. So, funnily enough, along comes the Convergence. I did try to recapture it once upon a time with actually the Dark Souls 3 version of the Convergence. I did Legend of Laundry, which lasted, I think, 2 episodes, and then I just gave up because it wasn't very stimulating. And I'd also done too many back-to-back. But since we've got the Elden Ring DLC coming out in June, I thought, you know what, why not? Let's do a pre-playthrough. I know that's the done thing at the moment. I believe Icy's doing their own one. But I want to do it with the Convergence. I want to do it with the Convergence version. I also want to be able to have, as I've said previously, these kind of after-hours streams. And that not necessarily meaning that it's after a particular time, but in more that it's after-hours energy. It's just a bit quieter, a bit more chill vibes. We just throw on the Blues channel on Pretzel Rocks. And in the same spirit of that, I have also tried to take a little bit of the strain, technically, off myself. Which is weird considering I've just brought the model back. That's not what I'm talking about. What I mean particularly is, y'all know I'm very picky about my audio. And I realized I'd gotten too picky about my audio. There were just too many layers going on with things being routed into OBS and then, like, 4 different sets of faders and bananas. Thank you very much for the bananas. So I'm taking a step back and I'm just bringing it back to...
I love you.
I had quite a long couple of days, so I'm all for the chill time.
Nice, Trisk. Nice. So, yeah, I've rerouted things back to somewhere halfway between Chroma Squad kind of audio and modern day.
Good luck. Forgot what else I was going to say.
Excellent choice, Whitgren. Thank you very much for the 100 bits, and Trisk for your own 100 bits. So, we have a character. We will be playing as John Questionably. There was no room for the A, so he's just John Questionably. I am starting with this mod's equivalent of the Wretched. So we will be starting with an extremely lower...
It's no use. Take
bits.
Well play. Time to add fuel to the train.
Thank you, Trisk. Thank you sincerely. Well, on that, let's get the train wreck moving. Let's throw on pretzels. Once it works. Moonlight Boogie A. gentlemen, welcome to the Convergence mod. Game's not making too much noise, hang on. That's a pleasant mixture, yeah. It also means that I'm back to live mixing my audio by ear, not by eye. It's whether I think things sound right in the mix. So we'll be stepping into the light. Thank you for the random sound effect. What does Convergence do again? Oh, don't worry, you'll find out. Immediately, we're not at the Chapel of Anticipation, where we should have started the game. No. We're just at a random point. The Rear Gale Tunnel entrance. The entire map is open from the start. Convergence mod basically turned the game fully open world. Everywhere is accessible from the jump. There are starting classes. There's quite a few of them. Each one starts in a different location. Each one starts with a different set of gear. There's all new kinds of spells. There's all new kinds of stuff. And also, ear gives stats now and effects. It's like an RPG or something. It's like if Elden Ring was some kind of strange cross between Skyrim and a single-player MMO. Also, that chin tattoo is a lot darker in the light than I thought it would be. Okay, no problem. We'll work around it. There's transmog in this game now. Let's sit down at a grace. I'll show you what I mean. Mostly because I'm going to need to put my hat on to have the most stats possible. This hat is absolutely atrocious. Don't worry. We're not going to be stuck with it. Transmogrify armor. Transmogrify head. Let's just make that invisible. Nice. Talismans. Normally you have to comb around the game for talismans. No. There's no talismans here. There's remnant crafting. You have redeemable tokens, which you can use to get a talisman from a specific pool of talismans. You start with the Wondrous Physic. You start with the ability to have, proper spells and whatnot. You can just generally customize your Ashes of War from the start. Isn't Elden Ring open after the tutorial? I mean, fully open? No. You need medallions, for example, to get up to Altus Plateau. Or you can, I suppose, very technically go up the long-winded tunnel and through a magma worm, if that's your sort of jam. You can do that. But then you can't get into Lane-Dell without 2 great runes. You must have killed 2 demigods in order to get into Lane-Dell. You can't get into the mountaintops of the giants without actually finishing Lane-Dell. You can't get into the consecrated snowfield without doing a bunch of other bullshit in various areas of the land and then bringing extra medallions to the lift that you use to get into the mountaintops of the giants. You can't get into Farum Mazula without completing the mountaintops of the giants. And let's not even start on Lane-Dell, the Ashen capital, which is the other version of Lane-Dell, which you only get into after completing Farum Mazula. Also, there are some, plot-gated areas. There's an area of Liurnia that's gated behind Rani's quest. I'll get to that in a second, Cupson. Fuck you! There we go. There's an area of Liurnia that's gated behind Rani's questline. There's a whole section of the underground that's gated behind Rani's questline. And no, now it's just all open from the jump. Oh, there's also that area that's gated behind Fia's questline. Sort of. Lord Cupson. You Elden bastard. Thank you for the 10 gifted tier 1 subs. To Hobbytan, Bromigo15, Skullkid41, Oriron, Tofel, Blaze the Sage, Mercenary Hades, Little Hades. Sorry. Fluffy Scarhorn, The Silent Neko 1, and Seirun. Okay. let's start our journey, shall we? Oh, and I also on the same topic of making things a little bit more involved, I've put in the order to Etsy. I am buying a new necklace so that I can support my my leap motion arms again. I will get my arms back this week. Huzzah! I might have modded the horse. That's not. That's mine. The horse is a separate mod from a separate person that I just added myself. That's not part of Convergence, just so you know. Trollmaster! Resub in tier 1 for 18 months. Thank you very much, pal. But yes, we have started. We have no real gear to speak of. Yeah, if we're gonna survive out here, we're gonna need some equipment. Thankfully, I know that there is some down here, which will get us a decent start off. But then after that, we're on our own. I will not be an Unga Bunga Smash Man in this playthrough. I will be just kind of doing it like I did with Death Spirit Dan. Inventory mancy and using whatever isn't nailed down. Why does that horse remind me of Skyrim? Because that horse is from Skyrim. That is Arvak. Dyed black. Of black, as it were. Right. Now we have a new set of armor. We have the Dreadnought set, which is actually the starting set from one of the new starting classes, but was sort of placed out here in the middle of nowhere, and I'm not entirely certain why. Arvak the Black. So that's what happened to the least known of the Lotra wizards. Yeah. I'm sorry, the tick is not going away just yet. How am I sounding, by the way? I did some futzing around and changed my gain comparative to a bunch of things, so I shouldn't be as clacky. I noticed I had to sort of... I can't even get the mic to pick it up, but there was a lot more sort of clicking mouth noise in previous streams. Whereas nowadays I've sort of filtered it down a bit. The one thing I will be saying is that in terms of attempting to go through things without dying, I will not be counting falling deaths where the mod is expecting me to do sudden parkour they added. Because I'm going to be straight with you. The Elden Ring Convergence devs really love me doing parkour. And fan-modded in parkour is not quite as easy on people as original generation Elden parkour. There's going to be a lot of balancing on beams or doing like GTA 5 style jumps that are not quite as doable as they natively would be in Elden Ring. So I'm going to be forgiving myself any deaths due to that, because I know that base game Elden Ring did not expect me to do that kind of jumping. Can I not... Wait, what? Can I not attack on the left side? Yes, I know how to do the horseback riding. I know about pouches. Shut up. Hold on a second. If I put up a... Oh, dear. Oh, that's not... Hold on. That's not right. That's weird. So the left bumper isn't working for some reason. Hold on. Arvak. Hold on, I need to get to a side of grace. Oh, wait, what? Okay, now it's just up and won't go down. This doesn't help either. The fucking banjos. What did I say about the banjos? This is... Okay. Once I can get this shield out of it... Hold on a minute. The controller is being banjoed today. Pretty much. I'm gonna sit down and just... So, what? Everyone's saying the joystick's broken. The joystick is not broken. Where did you get joystick from? I'm moving fine. I'm just quickly gonna close that to desktop and reboot that. Not sure how that's happened or how that is even possible to happen. Give us a tick. It's the bumper, not the joystick. Pay attention, folks. I like to think that the Convergence mod is the age absolute that happens when Skyrim Ring, as Grohl renamed it, is taken over by Yoshimitsu. Isn't joystick a synonym for a controller? No, a joystick is a joystick. Okay, left bumper works again. Bizarre. I think you're showing your age there, Dark Rays. You've clearly never seen a joystick. Me and Lydia, we are old people. We understand what a joystick is. Okay, what was I doing? Hang on a minute. Actually, no, hang on. No, I'm solving this. No, I'm gonna pull up a picture of a joystick. I'm not letting this slide. I'm gonna have to pick the least phallic looking one. Ah, yes, the Thrustmaster, of course. Yeah, this one doesn't look phallic. Yeah, there we go. Open image in new tab. Save image. Image. Create new image. I miss the days I could just drag and drop shit. This is a joystick. This is a joystick. And I am immediately assaulted by bananas. Lovely. Isn't that a flight stick / pilot stick? No, that is a joystick. That is that is no ordinary joystick. That is the Amazon Thrustmaster. What on earth was I doing? What was I doing? Oh yeah, no, that was it. I was there's a second set of armor over the other side of those graves.
I love you.
And now I remember playing flying games over at a friend with the full set of flying controls back in the 90s.
Ooh, lovely. Lovely choice. Penis monsters of SMT. Yes, yes indeed, Lydia. We're all very familiar with a good Mara. Kenneth Height, I don't care for you. I don't know you, and I don't care to know you. I just want to listen about your stupid bloody... Ah! No! I got it stuck on my head. No! And of course the banjos return. Of course. How are we gonna get over there then? I guess if we could ramp up the ruin that he's standing on. That might do it. There we go. Because over in this graveyard is a specific item I'm going to need. Not that one. Is it this one? No, not this one. That's Berserker's leatherware. We don't need that. Who put a kazoo with the banjos? This is getting worse. Hang on a minute. They've positioned... There we go. Banished Knight Shield. Why do I need this? Because that is a shield with 100% physical resist. And we're gonna need it. In your great knowledgeable mind, I must ask, would you rather have to work with Dak MacFeagle or Gretchen? Or Nak MacFeagles? Feagles are the best. Privens. How are you to imply otherwise? Banjo and kazoo. Lovely. Yes, yes, indeed. What's hurting my ear a little bit is that I think I might skip this one actually because the recording hasn't quite picked up the kazoo correctly, so the kazoo has a sort of grinding noise in there. Mardum asking mentally or fiscally. I don't think anyone here is asking about our financial age, Mardum. I'm not even sure what a person's financial age means. Does it mean, do you come from old money? I'm actually confused now. Where was I wandering? I was wandering lonely as a cloud somewhere. I've got a few places I need to hit up before we get started, basically. No, he asked what the average age of chat was. Yeah, and then you asked, do they mean mentally or fiscally? And I'm asking, what does fiscal age mean? How does I don't understand how finance comes into age. That was all it was. Okay, where we're aiming to go is like over here? Because there's a spell I need. I know, I just said I need a spell. Hold on, what's this? Higher education. So, I've been meaning to ask ever since you started, Catherine. What's your honest opinion on the myriad of what the fuck faces Vincent shows us during the entire ordeal? He runs the full gamut. You can't get better than Vince's scared faces. They're brilliant. They're exaggerated, sure, but then the whole thing's exaggerated. It's a fucking Atlas-written telenovela, basically. It's brilliant. So melodramatic, and then this sudden pivot to time-traveling succubi. And that old Atlas SMT energy just starts creeping back in again as we slowly start dealing with demigods and shit. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna even attempt that jump. And the alien, it's true, I forgot the aliens. Thank you, Lord Cubson. I shouldn't forget the aliens. So this first part of the journey of John is 100% going to be just, like, sneaking around and trying to grab as much starter kit as we can. Including this painting. Because we will never quite escape We will never quite escape Divinity Original Sin 2, where I was a wandering gang of art thieves. That was a deeper drop than I thought it was. I know nothing and will ask no answers. All I know is whoever the MC of Catherine chooses to cheat on will decide the fate of humanity, apparently. I mean, it's not accurate, but it's not far off. There's not really any cheating involved, to be honest. Unless the player chooses to play it out that way. Any of you ever had a day that felt like it passed too slowly and too quickly all at once? Absolutely. Okay. Inadvertent parkour. Okay. I use the parkour to defeat the parkour. That's the grafted scion. What the? No. Sudden boss just randomly around on the overworld? No, thank you. Gonna just jump the hell on out of dodge. How the hell have I ended up now? Okay. I'm still going the right way. I'm gonna lower the graphics settings because it seems like we've somehow ended up... To apply these changes, go to the title menu. I'm gonna quickly go to the title menu and back again. It seems like streaming Elden Ring is still not a good shout most of the time. But hey, at least our horse exists. Is it running better? Oh, that's a lot smoother. That's a lot smoother. Hello. Sounds like a tune coming up. Ooh. Crank that shit a bit. We ride! Grab this side of grace. You'll understand why I'm doing this in a bit. Because we need to head out to the starting area of one of the other classes. We must scavenge to survive out in this world. This whole area? This whole little village? Not normally here. That's been added by the mod. We're gonna try and sneak on through. Somehow in full armor. Sneak around these. Oh, no. You see nothing. You see nothing, giant rat. You see nothing. It's just the wind. It's just the wind. You see nothing. You see nothing. Nothing is happening. No. Leave! Be gone, foul creature! Path of the Godskin Celebrant. Weapons of the Godskin Celebrant. Faint Rune of Black Flame. Fantastic. Because what I need is also the Godskin Seal. Right, mount up. Quick teleport. And now let me show you why we needed that. Because they made an entire class around the Black Flame. And the Black Flame in Elden Ring bases itself on percentage of max health. You see where I'm going with this? You see where I'm going with this? Those items we've been picking up, the paths of and whatnot, they tell you places to go to get different things. So, for example, this is what the Godskin Celebrant is supposed to spawn in with. This piece of paper that says, here's where you get all the Godflame shit. And now we have the map to all the Godflame shit. We also have a starter pack of Godflame shit, including Black Flame Dart. God help us, if we're gonna survive the Convergence, it's gonna need to learn to spell. Take it for a test drive on this lad. And it keeps on ticking down. It does some decent damage. And mana, in this mod, regenerates passively. Hello, Canthy. How you doing, dear? So as long as I can play keep away with him, I will eventually get back enough mana that I can continue fighting. It's not that massive a deal now, but when we start dealing with people with a health bar the size of Chernobyl, yeah, no, it's you know, being able to chisel them down using percentage max health is probably going to be a chunky thing. So we got a melee option and a ranged option. Move, John. Ooh. Yeah, nice for dealing with the chunkier, higher health lads. Black Flame is also great against gods. Indeed it is. It's what it was designed for, no less. There's nothing to say we haven't got some ground level stuff that we can use. Oof. Vanquishing enemy groups. Yeah. We know. Okay. And as time goes on, of course, we've also got spells to put Black Flame on our weapons, which should be nice. We don't have any Ashes of War yet, so I can't quite show you what they've done with infusions. But trust me, they've also done some cool, weird shit with infusions. Actually, if we're going to want some infusions, we should probably go grab some. Let's ride on out. One thing this does mean, though, is, of course, regenerating mana. Base regenerating mana means that we won't have to bother with the cyan flasks. Or cerulean, I think it's called, the cerulean flasks. We won't have to bother with them. Which means we get as much extra health flasks as we would have otherwise spent on mana. Hey, Turbo, how you doing, bud? Touch some grace. Get that good shit. Warmaster, how you doing, pal? You tarnished like me? Yeah, we know. My faith holds firm. That's nice. Another little quality of life thing that they throw in Convergence. You can sit down and just press consume all runes. Boom. All of the little incidental, oh, pop this to get some extra money. Yeah, we've got all that in one go now. Let's say no skill and quick step for the moment. Now, we're going to need a weapon. To the round table, which is also unlocked from the get-go this time. Oh, hi, Mr. Blind Monk. I don't think you have anything new from the mod, but let me just quickly see if I can buy anything off you. Okay. Short immunity to toxins for a while, but requires 18 faith. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. I don't think you have anything for me, do you? No, you're just like, stop spooling up your side quest. Okay. What else can I show off? Oh yeah. Y'all might remember that this lady will like I'll spool her up because her animation takes a while.
Do you think it where I come from?
Basically, she gives hugs, she gives a max health debuff, but also gives you a relatively useful for some builds, useless for most item. In this, they changed the item she gives you. So the item she gives you now, we'll give it a second.
Come back, I will take you.
Consume to become immune to summoning debuffs. Because in this version of events, they've massively expanded the range you can spirit summon, but they've added a cost to your maximum stamina, health, and magic. Consuming one of these will make you temporarily immune to that. Also, I realized that we've forgotten to grab this one as well. Grab some more spells. Beautiful.
Gun 13, I specifically asked for a square table. This is the last thing I take. This is the last time I take you shopping with me.
If he asked for a square table, why was Gun 13 allowed to buy the round table if he's there with him? Pop open this, grab a crossbow that's hanging out down here. I think there's a little bit of loot in here. Yep, sacred tier, marvelous. Some of you may recall that one could jump down into this area down here of the round table hold, and you'd fight like a random little summon dude who'd show up for no apparent reason. And then this was like a PvP-able area for folks in one another's roundtable worlds. However, Convergence has again remodeled it. Over here is an entire altar that isn't normally here, with a whole-ass glowing book that allows you to rematch bosses once you're done with them. Over there is a training dummy lad who's been added so you can test out your builds. They've even put in a whole sort of settings menu for him, which is quite nice. They've thrown in a surprising amount. They've remodeled areas, they've added new bosses. They've done a surprising amount, to be honest. Okay, so I want to grab some... I think I want to grab a spear, because mostly for these early points we're probably going to be shield turtling. No, I have to steal this one, Megascommon.
Gun 13, why are you buying guns at the soup store?
Okay. Did you have a spear? Yes, short spear. This will be our friend. This short spear is friend. Grab a lantern. Let's grab a bloodstained dagger, an ordinary dagger, and do we want a slightly different hat that will give us a bit of dexterity? I think we can come back for that one. Probably. Yeah, okay. Going the phalanx route of shield and spear to poke enemies away. Yes and no. Because one of the other things that almost everybody forgot about in Elden Ring, and myself included, was the guard attacking mechanic. If you're guarding, somebody hits you, and then you pull right trigger, you'll do a whole specialized guard attack. And there was like one talisman that would do anything towards this. This version, in Remnant crafting, you can have the curved sword talisman, but they've changed it a bit. It enhances guard counters and boosts guarding ability. So it literally makes guarding more effective as well as giving you that extra power on that payback swing. On top of that, if you're using a thrusting weapon, you can stack that with the spear talisman, which once upon a time was just if you poke someone during their attack animation, it does slightly more damage. Now, enhances the guard attacks that are unique to thrusting weapons and boosting guarding ability. So yeah, you stack the two of those, you've got some pretty good guarding ability going on now. And also massive pokes when anybody does attack you. So that is 100% what we will be going with for this early bit while I'm just trying to live. They've really done some in-depth futzing around. I will say they've also taken ideas where there's been, I can't show you at the moment sadly, but for example, there's a talisman that means when you crit somebody, you gain back some health. There's also a separate talisman that means when you crit somebody, you gain back some magic. Convergence just said, look, you've only got 4 slots to work with in the first place. Why don't we just take those two and ram them together? Now, while holding this, if you crit, you gain some health and some mana back. There you go. A style where guarding is an effective weapon style? This must be the work of an enemy stand! Ah! No, more bananas! I'm also realizing because I turned on the... Thank you. Because I turned up the bloom slightly, the bananas now slightly glow and leave this sort of golden halo when I'm being beset by bananas. Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm glad to see you're happy that the main model is back. Ow. Ow again. Do the bananas... Yeah, okay, no, that's perfect. That's canon for this one. The bananas have grace. Fucking Patches just squatting in the corner. Heyo, do your bananas have grace? Oh, I have been destroyed. Marvellous. I haven't seen a banana with grace in a long time around here. Okay, let's get rid of you. Now that we have Ashes of War, daggers, and a spear, now we need to go and do a little bit of silliness. Because again, it's a scary world out there. And we're trying not to die. Unless the game expects me to do parkour. Oh, sorry, unless the mod expects me to do parkour. Suddenly. However, if we're going to survive that, we're going to need a bit more stats than we have. Some of you may recall, we need to go see a dragon. Why do bananas always remind me of that Russian Badger bit where they discuss how many bananas you'd have to eat before the radiation kills you? I don't know, buddy. I don't know. Yeah, why are you teaching me how bows work? What? Do you need to equip the talisman, or is it automatically equipped? No, we will need to equip the talisman, but there's no reason to right yet. I'm just doing some travel at the moment. And primarily, I also need to change what time of day it is, because it's nighttime, and we're going to have to... If we want to go where we're going to go, we'd have to ride through some Knight's Cavalry, so let's quickly switch it over to morning. Whoa! Okay. In fact, you can, with proper timing, farm dear old Grail. Oh, Widgren! Oh, Widgren! You read my mind, buddy. You read my mind. Because the timing is not that hard. Getting there without getting poisoned, actually slightly more difficult though. Hang on a minute. Let's go around all the poison mines, shall we? Skip all through the window, by the garden, by the poison tree, and skip all. Sorry. It's just nice to have some chill time mess abouts. No quest to see where the story goes. Not worrying so much about numbers and if people are showing up and having a good time, because it's more of a risky play. It's a safe bet, I would reckon, is a good old Elden. And nowhere near as linear as Bloodborne, so if I get bored of something, I could just fuck off and do something else. Isn't just chilling while gaming the ultimate playstyle? I wish that were the case. I really do. Sadly, in the modern day, it often just don't sell. What is that horse and why is it so cool? That would be the Arvak mod from the Elden Ring Nexus. Malvin Elite. Sorry, Melvin Elite, but spelled Elite style. That would be the Arvak mod. And it's up on the Nexus, and it is a fantastic time. Why is it so cool? Because it's taken straight from Skyrim. Arvak was easily the coolest horse in Skyrim, and the baseline for many horse mods in Skyrim too. It's kind of staggering that there's only the one bringing them to Elden. I will admit to not watching Catherine because the game does not agree with my head. I don't mind that at all, Widgren. I don't expect everybody to show up to every single game. Come on. Did you get the CNC games on Steam? Yes, I did, Lancelot. For a whole £8, I got all of the Command & Conquers. Boing. Canthy, I think these days the playstyle like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and PewDiePie sells... God, we're showing our age when we reference PewDiePie, aren't we? Oof. I don't mean that as in you, I mean that as in me as well, because I still do it as well. Sells a lot more over-the-top loud, caring for short attention spans, chasing sensation. I think it's a little harsh on them, realistically. Mark did have an entire, like, story arc where he just went off and played Power Wash Simulator for a while, and was like, this is the most relaxing thing. I just really want this. It's amazing. Not harsh enough on PewDiePie, in my opinion. True, he did really kickstart the whole, like, reacting to funny subreddit thing and meme review, which, God, has spread like a cancerous infection. The hell is this music? And what is it doing in the blues section? It's using blues chords. I mean, that's a... Yeah, I suppose, but that's a tenuous push. This is far more sort of rockish. Possibly even country rockish. But yeah. Widgrin called where we're going. We're paying a visit to a certain dragon, but in order to do this, we will require... well, the flasks are incidental, but mostly we will require sticking Ashes of War on those knives. Because now I get to show you what they did to Infusion. To the uninitiated already with Elden Ring, there was Standard. This is the baseline your weapon would come with. Heavy, strength scaling. Keen, it was dex scaling. Quality, middling. And then there was like Magic, Frost, Poison, Magic, Frost, Poison, Bleed, Occult, Fire, and Lightning, I think, was the main few. Mainly elemental ones. The mod has messed with these too. Now there's ones that, yes, the usual one. Oh, and Holy, yes, good point. There's the usual ones that give you magic damage, lightning damage, etc. But lightning damage now comes with Frost. There's Gravity, which is just physical damage, but scales off of intelligence mostly, rather than, physical stats. This is for people who want to really bash someone, but still be smart about it. Obviously Flame, but Flame now causes Immolation, which is basically a damage over time tick. Golden Holy. Draconic, which is back to lightning again, but scaled slightly off of Faith for physical stuff. Bestial, again, physical, but scaled off of Faith. Night, sort of in the middle. Lava. Frenzy, which is a whole new ball game. Death, which is just holy, but inflicts a new status effect of death. Well, it's not new, but it used to be a player versus player exclusive status effect similar to Frenzy, but they've both been turned into ones that can actually work on enemies now. So yeah, you can go full Shabriri mode, as Next Decade says. Godslayer, which is holy damage exclusive, but innately has the Black Flame effect on the weapon. So yeah, you have to put up with doing holy damage, and a lot resists holy damage, but you also have the percentage tick as a baseline on your attacks. Frost, which is Frost Classic again. Aberrant for bleed. Blood Flame for fire and bleed. Rotten, which is just poison again. And Mystic for exclusively if you want to put people to sleep. There were like 3 things that created sleep in the baseline game, and they've really expanded on sleep as a build possibility. They've done some good shit. I'm proud of them. We will be sticking, I want to say Godslayer on this dagger. And, okay, well, I've gotten that a bit wrong. I didn't buy quite enough Ashes of War. Excuse me, I'll just fix that. Once I go to the right Ash of War. A lot of this first part will be touring, and then eventually we'll start running into stuff that's new to me too. I've been doodling around on this mod for a couple of hours before the stream, and I thought, why not? Let's say Endure, because that's usable on all melee armaments. That'll do. Now, typically, one would deal with old Greyol by bleeding them out. We will be doing that, but going about it in an odd way. So we got 2 to work with. Let's stick bleed onto the spear. But with this dagger, we got a Godslayer dagger. Oops, I put it in the wrong hand. So, this old dragon, normal stab, 116 damage. Not that bad. Hits it with the God-slaying dagger. Once we can find somewhere to stand that'll allow us to. That's a bit more. Because it's basing it off the percentage health of the boss, which is this thing. A couple of combos doing 10k is a little bit more than... Okay, the bleed procced on that one, but it was looking at it being about 500. So between bleeding them and setting them on fire, we shall be dealing with the dragon. And then we shall be about facing and immediately running back to that site of grace so that the dragon doesn't fully despawn. We will not be here forever. You do have 2 daggers. I do have 2 daggers. I don't have 2 daggers with innate bleed, though. So I'm going to grab some souls from this the first time round. Then I'm going to use those souls to basically clean out the weapon shop. And from there, we'll be able to decide where we actually want to go with our build. I kind of want to be in the middle of the road, sort of be able to use whatever I come across. Switch to magic for a second. But yeah, the black flame stuff will just chew through health bars. At least at this early stage where we don't have much else to whack them with. My plan will be basically hoovering up a thing or two from every single one of the pathways. So then we've got true jack of all trades. We're just pulling out all kinds of random crap. Our fighting style being random bullshit go, basically. Okay, there's a clear cut straight line to there. Stab poor old Greyol a few times until we get the bleed. Come on. A little bit more. Right, move. Hup. And immediate sit down. And we've got the souls, but is the dragon gone? The dragon is still there. Normally, you can only kill that once. However, because we ran to the site of grace fast enough, the dragon is still there, and we can do it again. And you better fucking doing it again. But firstly, we're going to need some more Ashes of War so that we can make more bleed weapons. This will not be the entire stream. I'm not gonna sit there and smash it through. The mod is designed to focus on a single class and take that to the end. If you try and Jack of all trades, you'll miss out on the high level play of the classes. You do know I'm planning to pick it all up, right? That's what I mean. As far as I know, there's not a like capstone ability for you started as X class, thus we will now give you Y. It's just, did you go here? There we go. Hoovered all that up. You'll spread yourself too thin. The top tier levels require like 60 of a stat or 60 int. 60 in your attack stat is the baseline. Yeah, that's how Elden Ring tend to go. Even baseline Elden Ring. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's still working out quite nicely. Let's go and God Flamify the second dagger. We'll do 2 pumps of this, which we've already did 1 pump in, so we'll just do 1 more pump, and that'll get us a nice starting base. I wouldn't say what I'm doing right now is merciless grinding next decade. I'm killing 1 dragon twice. It's fine. Mostly because I want a decent vigor to start out with. If we're going to be exploring the whole world from the jump, then we're going to need more health with which to do so. For it. Come on. There we go. About face. The Albinorix genocide is merciless farming. Oh, the Albinorix genocide will come eventually, but that would require some kind of wave of gold equivalent, which we don't have right now. Okay. So yeah. Grail's nice and still in place. Let's have a sit down and figure out where we want to go with this. Ghost T17. Can't wait for Shadow of the Earth Tree. Indeed. Indeed, pal. Absolutely the same over here. Bug fix patch in a couple of hours, by the way. Fantastic. Thank you for letting us know. I did see that in the patch notes, actually. Is that 1.4.1.1? I remember spotting something on the website that was like an extra one below the 1.4.1. Fantabby dozy. Okay. So let's start with a decent base of vigor. Let's say take it up to 25-ish? 25-ish, yeah. Okay. Mind regenerate by itself. So for the moment, we don't have anything that tanks too much of our mind bar that we'll need to worry about that. Bit of endurance. Ruin's Greatsword or Radahn's Sword would be good. Would Radahn's Sword be good for that? I mean, he unless they've... I don't know if it's been changed, but he kind of has just kind of that one pump and pulls out the 2 swords. Rawr. Ruin's Greatsword I will give you, though, because that's more of a beam going forwards. Throw 5s into those so that with some armor stacking we can get access to some 20s nice and early out the gate. ones into those because there's a decent amount of things that require 11 faith, etc., etc. And I'll hang on to those rest of the runes for shopping purposes. Okay. Decent health, decent more decent stamina than I actually expected, to be honest. The weapon has a roar and a pull, followed by a big boom. I have never seen the big boom. I'll be fair to you on that one. I've only ever seen the roar and pull. That's usually where most people kind of stop. Okay, fair enough. Alright. Now, there is that lovely Odachi hiding in there, which I kind of do want. We're just going to have to fucking leg it. I can't horse in here, can I? No, I'm over the threshold. Okay, okay. Go! Run, John, run! There's no horsing around in here. Indeed. Okay, climb like the wind. Try not to get poisoned. Ha 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 ha! Ha ha ha! Sneaking on up. There we go. Warding remnant, so we'll be able to make a nice another talisman. Fantastic. Try and... I'm sorry, I get scared of the heights easily because I know how even base game Elden Ring can just sometimes just hurl you off a cliff because lols, I feel like it. Run around down here because it has my favorite pair of trousers. Now, those rats are going to be coming down here in more than a moment, so let's quickly drop aggro. Because I do not feel like dealing with rats right now while I'm oodling an Odachi. Reva's Odachi! I did say they had custom weapons because they are beautiful people. Look at this beautiful thing. Look at it. Look at its majesty. That's a thing of beauty, this one. Oh, yes, it is. You can swing it around from side to side, face down like that. You can swing it around like that. And you can even stab them like that. It's a thing of beauty, this thing. Sadly, I don't think I can change the Ash of War and thus the infusion yet. I probably would be able to buff it with incantations, etc., but for the moment... Hi there, bat. Sticking your face through a wall? Let's just move on. Yes, as chat did call out last time I streamed this long, long sword. I love you guys. Now... where... now that the world is kind of a lot more open to us because of combination God Flame weaponry, we can chisel down things that are much higher level, provided we can stay away from them long enough. Tell you what. Let's have a quick review of our kit. Pop open that warding talisman and grab something from it. So we can get Pearl Drake for all non-physical damage negation is boosted up. And I love that this wonderful, wonderful thing actually tells you how much it's by. Base game just says boosts it. Whereas, you know, normal people, like these wonderful, wonderful community we have out here in Elden Ring, actually tell you numbers. A wild idea, right? So, I think... Oh, and status ailment talismans grant immunity to it, not just heightened resistance to it, which is, again, a darling choice. But I think realistically, we're probably going to want to go with Taker's Cameo, so that we can restore some health, some mana, and some stamina every time we kill something. Although I kind of love immunity to environmental lava damage. That's not in the base game, as far as I know. That's just some darling has added that specifically so that you don't die to lava. Thank you. Beautiful choices. Slowly restoring HP. I think I would like to go with, yeah, Taker's Cameo. Immunity to rot for the Lake of Rot. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Widgren. So, with that in mind, let's take a little trip. Let's take a little road trip. We'll go down the Weeping Peninsula and we'll go to Castle Morn, which I know got overhauled. And I'll show you what some of the design team can do. Because it's one thing to add a village, it's another thing to redesign a level. I don't think I'll be able to get all the way through Morn, mostly because of the fact that there is absolutely going to be a nasty boss at the end of it, which we're not quite set for yet. But we can certainly take a little trip. Other than that, how are we all doing? We doing well today? It's been quite a strange Saturday for me. I'm not entirely sure where I've been at. I've been trying to sort of talk to some friends about the direction all our lives are taking and that kind of stuff. Always puts one in a bit of a strange mood about that. I will never quite understand why Elden Ring specifically doesn't like being streamed. It's not like it's suffering graphically, it's just specifically when the stream gets involved. Recording it is fine. Locally recording it, absolutely fine. Streaming it, it starts to disagree. It has always disagreed. I poke you. There we go. With that in mind, there is a lance, though. Do we want to take a detour for a lance? I don't quite remember exactly where it is, but I do know there is a lance somewhere. Doing fine right now, though felt rather frustrated during D&D session due to an enemy barbarian running away from a fight before we could kill them. That seems far from barbaric. Come now. Is it performance anxiety? Performing in front of a crowd can do that. I kind of want that now. An anxious barbarian. I mean, everyone does big and stupid barbarian. I've done big and autistic barbarian before. I don't think I've done anxiety barbarian. Isn't that just Pepino? I have no idea what Pepino is. I'm going to assume that's something from one of the actual play shows that I don't watch. Sorry. I'm a little bit out of tune on that one. I'm doing well, but a bit sad my Pathfinder game was cancelled today. I'm sorry to hear that, Space Wolf. 1E or 2E out of interest? Because I know that 2E's got all the popularity at the moment, but I'm also aware that 1E still has its fans. I think it's 2E. Ah, fair enough. Ah! Move! That hits harder than I was expecting it to. Okay. Let me know, mate. Okay. Range on you. Normally I just ride past and it kind of ignores me, but this man, as Lord Cupson says, is working for his paycheck. Ooh. Okay. Oh, he's reloading. Quick. Nope. No. I was ready for you that time. I fucking saw that coming. Hell no. As I once said in Casually Deathless, by any means necessary. Is that sound alert going to play, or? I mean, the irony that it's the Windows fake out sound effect and doesn't appear to have played. I'm sorry, Cupson. Gravity was cheated. Indeed it was, but that was from a standing start of that fellow cheating gravity himself by going horizontally with it. Like there was no friction, there was no nothing. Ah, bananas! Oi! Thank you, Lord Cupson, for the thrust grunt. Nope. Oh, for goodness sake. My DM is doing traditional stuff with the werewolf too. Silver allergy, heightened aggression. I should not be trying to read while I'm trying to poke. I know that was a guard break, but it looked for a second like we just staggered away from each other at the scandal of it all. Beautiful. Okay. Just recoils in terror. How dare you! How dare you! And stab. Nope. Great smithing stone, thank you. Because as well, another thing they fixed. The smithing system. My god, they fixed the smithing system. Y'all remember how original Dark Souls would have, okay, here's your Titanite. Here's your large Titanite. And then eventually, here's your big fucking Titanite rocks. Then here's your Titanite slab. Like different things for the different tiers. And then Elden Ring came along and said, here's a smithing stone. Cool, gotcha. Here's a smithing stone 2. I'm sorry? What does smithing stone 2 mean? Oh, it's just a slightly more advanced smithing stone. Like, couldn't that just be a chunkier smithing stone? Or, like, just have more of the first one? Or a name or anything? No, it's smithing stone 2. And it's going to be exactly the same all the way up to, like, 10. Whereupon we have ancient dragon smithing stones. The one that actually got a name. Whereas in Convergence, it's back to the old days. It's smithing stones, large smithing stones, great smithing stones. As it should be. Next decade, at least call it electric boogaloo. Nope. They refuse. They refuse-aloo, the boogaloo. from dog. Oh, no, 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 no. Run from the from dog. I don't like the from dogs. From and their weird-ass teleporting super dogs can go burn in a hole. Stop off at the lovely merchant, and I can show off something else as well. So, again, those familiar with the base... Thank you. Here is Smithing Stone 1, Smithing Stone 2, Smithing Stone 3, Smithing Stone 5, Smithing Stone 4, Smithing Stone 6, Smithing Stone 7, Smithing Stone 8, and Ancient Smithing Stone. Now, good luck telling any of them apart. Pretty much. Those of you familiar with base game Elden may know these are the Wandering Merchant lads. And if you killed them, you could get a bell bearing, not to be confused with a ball bearing, that you could then take to the ladies in the Round Table Hold and just consolidate all the merchants into one place. But it does involve killing them unnecessarily. However, in Convergence Land, you can just ask them for the bell bearing, and they will just give it to you without having to do any unnecessary murder. With this is good. This is good. I like not having to unnecessarily murder a man so that he'll sell me crafting items. It's nice. And his donkey. Had to kill so many of you fuckers. It was horrible. You can just ask for it? Am I even allowed to do so? I don't have to kill them? Yeah, in Modland, you don't have to kill them. You can just ask them, hey, can I have a thing? So I can basically Wi-Fi your shop? Yes. Yes, you can. Castle Morn. Once upon a time, just a castle on a coast. I live in a castle on a coast. It was alright. It was sort of middling. They've expanded it a bit. they've added quite a lot. Castle Morn is a bit bigger than it was. Castle Morn is basically now a full-fledged dungeon, rather than just being a shack with a boss in it. That's quite a bit. Yeah, it is. No, y'all can see why I fucking love this mod now, right? And why I want to show off as much of it as I can. Even down to equipping the kitchen sink. Now it feels like a castle. Indeed! It's got a dungeon to get into the dungeon. Normally you just have to like run down here, run past the giant, and then you're at the doors. Now there's this whole like ramparts, that'd be it, rampartsy bit, where you've got to do basically a micro level to even get in the castle. Welcome to Fortress Morn, pretty much. Like all of this, not normally here, all of this customly added. And even themed. I believe these lads are the frenzy based. This is basically as far as I actually got before I decided I want to do this as my after hours material. Yeah, no, these guys are frenzy based. They have eye lasers. Yep, no, I was right. No. Okay. Now see, here we run into a fundamental problem, which is that I am not very good at Elden Ring. So we will make our... Gentlemen, we will be making our way through by any means necessary, as usual. Oh, I forgot the eye lasers. Okay. Here's me trying to bait you and play fucking Ring a Rosie for backstabs. And I forget that you can just straight up laser a chump. Right, Black Flame not doing so much to you. Okay. In which case we have to change tactics. Let's go with the spicy armadillo. And this is why a man like me tries to get as many avenues as possible so that he can bring a weapon for every occasion, a spell for every occasion, and be like Scar and be prepared. Oh! I think the dude behind him might have yeah, hi. How you doing there back there, pal? you feeling alright? How's it hanging? I'm gonna set you on fire. Very slowly, I'm gonna set you on fire. He's having trouble navigating the bush. I can understand that. It's a bit thick, isn't it? I too am having trouble. Hang on a minute. Let me go back to the fire. The fire worked. A tool for every occasion and the occasional stroke of luck at random. Hey, if it's occasional, that's still an occasion. In which case, the stroke of luck is still a tool. That's a composed man right there. He needs to get fired up. God damn it. What rumbled? Did I piss off a god somewhere? I mean, I'm aware I seem to have fundamentally offended the very devs by saying I want to pick up everything that's not nailed down. But I wasn't expecting that to start manifesting in tremors. It wouldn't be the first time, though. You know what? If I'm honest with myself, it would not be the first time. There was there was that one time in Nostalgia. Still one of my favorite streaming memories. Literally, someone from chat doing enough forum posts, it summons the very devs to come and sit there going, right, so I hear you exploded my game. Like, I'm so sorry, John. I'm so sorry. We remember John fondly in this house. Huh. Behold, the power of my fire sneeze. Huh. You are flying. That's gonna be a little bit more problematic. Hang on a minute. No, not that one. There we go. You may be flying with your beautiful wings, but you also have toes. Toes I can stab. Chat did the dev summoning spell? Yeah, though, back in Last Hero of Nostalgia, myself and my friend Lucian managed to break the game so thoroughly that chat was forced to summon the literal devs to try and understand what had gone wrong. John, God bless him, asked us to send them our saves so that they could reverse engineer what might have gone wrong. Nope. They also fixed our saves while they were at it, which was very kind of them. We also got probably one of my, other than I hear you exploded my game, we also got probably one of my favorite messages where they basically said, oh, by the way, you know, I just want to thank you guys for this because I encountered this bug during development but was never able to replicate it, and everyone else on the team thought I was mad. So now I can prove to them that I wasn't kidding. This was real the whole time. even any loot over there? I mean, this is gorgeous and well designed and all, but I'm not sure there's loot. I'm going to be honest with it. I think I'm going round. And bearing in mind, we're still creeping around, and this is part 1 of Level Morn. We haven't actually gotten in the castle yet. Stab. Hang on. I'll get to that red bayard in but a moment once I'm done with this perfumer. There we go. I just found out that the UK used to have giant monster films a long time ago. I mean, the UK has tried its hand at everything. Hell, the UK tried its hand at anime dubbing once upon a time. Like, there was a time where old-ass anime was dubbed by the BBC. I can't remember what on earth the name of the show is. Someone in chat might recognize it. It's the one about the girl in the bumblebee-looking bikini who comes down to Earth and then, like, a guy has to save the world by winning a game of tag against an ogre or something like that. But yeah, there's like, it's weird times. England has tried a little bit of everything, which is fair given our approach to world politics. Oh yes, well just this country over here, we'll try a little bit of that, and then this country over here, we'll take a little bit of that, and ooh, that's quite nice architecture you've got there. Let's put it in our museum. Have a little bit of that. I unironically think I recognize the description. Did said girl have green hair? Hang on a minute. I'm gonna do BBC anime dub. Lum the Invader Girl is apparently what it was called. It's literally the first option that comes up if you Google BBC anime dub. British Empire was a buffet sampler. British Empire was a buffet stealer. 100%. They were the sort of people who, it's one plate only at this buffet, but they would turn up with multiple plates and just hoover up as much of the actual thing as they possibly could. Oh, hang on a minute. There's a tower. Where there's tower, there's usually loot. Oh! Where there's tower, there's enemies as well. Urusei Yatsura is the name of the anime. Huh. Why are the pyramids still in place? Too heavy for British ships. Honestly, unironically, probably, yeah. I would not put it past them to try to nick the pyramids if they could have. All that for a somber stone. You know what? I ain't even mad. I ain't even mad. Oh, what is that from? That specific soundbite. It's like a monkey going, aye. I want to say that's Cadicarus playing one of the dinosaur games from Disney or something. He drew a special attention to the fact there was a monkey where every time it attacked it went, aye, aye. Okay, let's go up this way. Oh, it was just called Dinosaur. Fantastic. I wasn't that far off then. I know it has dinosaurs in it. Caddy's going to be playing the games. Oh, what for the PlayStation Move? And the iToy thing. Oh, that's going to be a wild time. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you for letting me know. Hello, there's another ladder. Ooh, wait a second. Hello. I will throw this out there. I have completed Fortress Morn, but I do not remember how I did it because I did it about 4 in the morning. Quite a while ago, so I don't remember where I'm at. I'm just gonna run in random directions until I at least get inside the damn place. This is not a way in, is it? This is just a tower. With another somber stone in it. What do you know? Oh, hello. Hello. You're a custom weapon. B scaling on both stats. Okay, then. Why do I get the feeling you're a unique weapon, though, that I won't be able to upgrade? Sorry, I haven't changed the war on. Oh, what the? Hello. Like a slashing pike kind of deal. Nice. I'll stick with the short spear for the moment, but I'll remember that and keep that in the back pocket. I do not like how high up we are. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Great, more weapons for quality builds. Indeed! Well, I mean, you gotta give some credit. Elden Ring had this weird fascination with saying, here's a literal chunk of a building that you can wield as a greatsword, if you've got the intelligence for it. Base game Elden Ring was fascinated with giving all the biggest and heaviest weapons to the bloody magic users, of all people. Don't forget the living finger. I will forget the living finger. I don't even remember where you loot it. I know there is a living finger, I just don't remember where. Also, I love how the music's chosen an appropriate tone for me running around with no clue where I'm at. You get it from the dungeon with the lava. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down? Aha! You're alive. That means I haven't been here. Ah, you've got follow-up strikes, though. And really quite surprising poise. Well, what are you, like a perfumer? Page? Paper delivery boy? What are you? I'm going to stab you. Go away. Y'all chunkers want to fight me at range? Fine. We can fight at range. I've got... Trust me, I've got tools for that. Like, one might think it's entirely feasible to just go Black Flame. No, we're only Black Flame for the moment because Black Flame is what we found. There's storm magic, there's dragon magic, there's really scary holy magic involving literal teleportation. There's a lot. I think a teleporting, tankable, Godslayer wielding maniac is the right sort of build for John, questionably. Just someone who's a little bit all over the place, but he's going through some things, you know? Hello? My guy. There's the tiniest piece of wall. Cold dragon lightning, rot magic, gravity magic. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot. There's a lot of magic going on, but that also means a lot of magic weaponry. There is also, I think somewhere, I read something about a star katana or something like that in the mod, which is basically Virgil's weapon. I believe Yatamato is basically an option. But I also at the same time have not looked up too much as I do not wish to spoil myself. This is my after hours fun time game after all. I need surprises. I need things to live off, damn it. Sneaking along the floor. And popping open the door. Pressed at the site of grace. Again, we're still not in Morn yet. We're still sneaking around the entrance area. We just had what was effectively an entire level to get into the level. The amount of work, care, love, and attention and sweat, sheer sweat, is admirable. Cannot open from this side. It's a terrible mod. No, terrible. No, can't open the door. Oh, worst. 1 star. Moonveil on steroids then? Moonveil as God intended. Yo, dog, heard you like levels, so we put some level in your level. Would that From would do that more often. Oh, sorry, did you think we were getting into Morn that easily? No. Let's put a boss. Let's add a boss before you can get into Morn. Yeah, we're not going to be dealing with that one just yet. I feel like we may need to be better prepared for that. I'm not sure how better prepared, though. Let's think this through. I love how they hyped up Morn. It's not just Morn. They've hyped up loads of levels. It's kind of wild. What about a sneaky peek? I'm gonna just quickly check if there's things I can hang on to and use first. Keep myself alive, you know. Okay, if I could get some root resin, and I know where I can get root resin from, then I will be able to craft myself a grease that I can pop on my weapon. That will be enough to take it, I would reckon, because I know what that is. It's an omen killer in there, which is pretty standard fare for later game, not so much this early in. Gentlemen. Wait, you can now do poison stones? Yes, you can. I think in base game you have to buy poison stones, but you can just make them in this one. I'm not certain if you can make them in base game because, let's be fair, it's rough trying to pick up every single damn cookbook in the base game. Spirit jellyfish ashes. Marvelous. Old pain thing. Marvelous. Light your grace. I do notice we don't have the spirit calling bell, though. And now I think about it, I don't know where that is. Huh. I know spirit calling is still a thing. I just don't know where it is. They were buyable and farmable in base game. Oh, right. I think it's now in the Twin Maiden shop. Marvelous. I will check in on them. Thank you very much, Leopard. Let us go and grab some root resin before I forget, though. I want root. Maybe try where it usually is and then go from there. Problem is, where it usually is given to you by Rani pretending to be someone else by changing like one letter of her name for some reason as if she's not recognizable. But that's after Melina gives you Torrent, which doesn't happen in this mod. You just start with Torrent. Which I also like. I sincerely cannot begin to describe my appreciation for that enough. Meaning I don't have to deal with my ex-wife. Ah. Yeah, normally Rani would be sitting like about there when you come back to Church of Velech. Let's check the Twin Maidens then. I also love how we've switched to like travelish feeling music. That damn pretzel sink is back. No. Warping to the Church of Velech? Yeah. Aichi, the Church of Velech. Okay, now she's showed up. Interesting. You didn't do that last time. On my other save on this, I never encountered you. And I don't know where I got the bell, but I did get it eventually. And it wasn't from the Twin Maidens or you, so I think I might have just probably bugged something on that other save. Thankfully, we don't need to worry about that. Okay, we have a bell now. Kale, my man. Partisan. Is that better than our current spear? I'll buy it and check it against it. Grab some more smithstones, grab some stuff. Grab some fire bombs since I'm here. A crossbow that I can wield with no matter what the stats? Yep, no probs. Okay. Right. Oh god, no, Twitch, close. Why are you opening my own stream? No, go away. Okay, 145 plus 36, 159 plus 34. Okay, so that seems like a straight upgrade at the moment. Quick stepify the partisan. Give it blood loss, because that is good for the early stuff. Add some charges to our Crimson Flask. Nice. We can actually learn the Black Flame Blade incantation now. Excellence. Any remnants? No. Okay. Oh wow, a whole one level. If you've got a level to spend, you put it in health. At least in these early days. Switch the Godskin seal to our other hand so that we're actually able to buff our weapon. Alright, okay. Got all that, got all that. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. We'll pop a turtleneck before we go in. And let's say the wolves for now. Oh, and a Baldakaren's Blessing so that we don't fall prey to the summoning sickness. Consume to become immune to summoning debuffs. This effect lasts until warp or death. Okay. Well, I don't plan on dying, but I do plan on warping. So we'll nosh on you. Alright. Summon the wolves now. And I'm going to hope that they come in with me. 3, 2, 1. Snack. Enchant. And in we go. He's getting a start right off. Oh, the wolves are stuck. That was my fault. I beansed it. Good chop. No. Oh, hi. Hello, Wolf. How you doing? When did you get here? It was indeed a lone wolf. And another one. Another lone wolf. Wolves are confusing me. Sure thing. Stab you in the bum. Got a curve on that one, don't you? Ah, the other wolf has decided to show up. Take the opportunity for a backstab. I'm sorry, Mr. Wolf. Thank you for doing all you could. Wait, you resub. Wait a second. Oh! Okay! I was not aware of that. I can resummon them. Lovely. Black Flame Buff lives a lot longer. Yeah, it used to live for 7 seconds. Now it lives for 30. There's a wall there, son. There's a wall. Ah, there's also fire there, Ed. There's fire. You fucking fool. More wolves. We have now summoned 9 lonely wolves. Very lonely wolves, all 9 of them. I'm starting to realize it's a little hard to backstab fish when there's wolves in the way. Probably should have thought this through. Oh god, them dying feeds the Taker's cameo. Oh Christ. I didn't know it'd work like that. Always clipped at the last second by the fire. Switch things up a notch then. I've got a tool for that. Haha! Okay. A faint relic remnant. Lovely. A memory stone so we can equip more spells. Beautiful. And now after all that, we're in Castle Morn at all. Like the area that mostly we'd already be done with twice over by now. We've just entered it. Get him from a distance, get him from a distance. Nice. Sneak on up. Already the design is different. Rather than just walking in and walking to the boss, you have to do all of this kind of business. And this is what I meant about the added parkour elements, as it were. Goodbye, my son. Okay, you're still down there. That's not great. I also don't want to die from fall damage if at all possible, so let's try and aim to land on his head. Nope. Get on the ladder. He won't get on the ladder. He won't get on the ladder. Oh, that's because it's not... Aha! It's just a decorative ladder. My mistake. Meanwhile, he's still alive. Fine, I guess I'll fucking follow you then. Yep, I'm still alive. Okay, I guess that drop is just slightly more survivable than the normal ones. This part, I do at least... Oh, Night Asteran, what the hell? Oh god, this is not the time. This is not the time for 20 gifted subs. No, oh, I do not like this parkour platforming. No. If I fall off this tower, I'm probably fucked. Hang on a minute. Okay, and I'm going to sit down. In fact, I'm literally going to sit down. If they follow me up all of that, good luck to them. Night Asteran, thank you for the 20 gifted to... Now, hold up. Night Asteran, thank you for the 20 gifted tier 1 subs, and this... I don't know what to do with this message. Like, this is... I got a job so I can finally repay all the subs I've been given. You're a sweet soul, Night Asteran. Really a sweet soul indeed. Thank you for your 20 gifted tier 1 subs to Minigros, Ezard Eye Thief, Eristoff, Libertina Brayton, Real Flying Pups, Dart Koichi Baby, Getter Arc, Pally Pancake Zero, Heroically High, Jiggly Wiggy, who's getting wiggy with it, King is Cool, Ms. Lauren J, Leela Baz, Dargon, Dante Shadow Rhodes, Low Dash, Titan Gamer, Gerard O the Miracle. Gerard O the O Miracle, Devexan, and Dante Madon. Thank you always for your generosity to every single one of you out there, but don't ever feel it's obliged. That is all it is. It is generosity between good folk. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Just for being. And I understand that the music is significantly more epic than me squeaking my way along a bridge, but I'm scared of falling, okay? Oh wait, you're trying to... Ooh! Oh! I cottoned onto the ruse at the last second. Dog, from dog. No. No. I refuse. Hi then. Sorry, did that?
Phrasing.
There is no phrasing to worry about. That is a from dog. That is a scary thing. Quite literally, that is a scary bitch. From dogs are not to be fucked with. I think there's a invisible wall there, my friend. Nope, no there is not. There's a very visible, non-visible wall. What just created that? Oh, hi, there's a giant! And he's looking right at us. Oh, that... Okay, I'm just gonna back off a little bit. Eh. Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery. Okay, some of them are dead. Lord Cupson. Oh, hey, there's the giant archer. I was wondering where the modders had put him. You bastard. You absolute bastard, Cupson. You were waiting for it. Okay. And this is why we bring a tool for that. Oh, that was close.
I love you.
At least it isn't the unpatched bleed dogs.
This is true, Whitgren. At least it is not the unpatched bleed dogs that... I live in fear of the unpatched, slightly small bleed dogs. Them and parkour high? Hello? Well, I hate to say it, but you know what, son? I've got a tool for that. Why are you on slightly low health already? I feel like there's lore here that I've missed. Are you even going to fit in the doorway? Oh, dog! Nope. Nope. Stay back, Wafty. Stay back. Back, foul beast. When one lives life desperately. Even in a parallel universe, there is no shame in hiding in a doorway. Perfect timing on the blood splatter there. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, you're not gonna fit through that door, are you? Ha 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 ha! I poke you. Heh. Go for an attack. Go for an attack so the animation starts. Come on. Come on, buddy. Open yourself up. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Let me cook that ass. I feel like I'm about to be jump scared. There's too much loot in one place. Oh, my nose is so itchy. Ah, Svyander. Very nice. Okay. Iron helmet, scale armor, iron... Okay, so the scale set is here. And a claymore. Lovely. Not something I can quite hide behind a shield. But if it's just something that needs to die right this second, then we've got that in mind. Next problem, climbing that ladder with him around. Go, 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 go! This is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. Spam quick step. Ooh. Fucking run! All bananas! Oh! And also another freaking pikeman. I do not need this right now. No! Stop it! I'm just, oh lordy no. Okay, no, just run through it. It's fine. They'll never see me leaving. Oh. Get out of here, you dick. Fine, at least the other one is not following, so I can take you on in peace. Eh. Oh! Of course you've got friends. Wait. He's not your friend! Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Spear in the rear! Okay. There are literally so many of them down there that the low settings is lagging out. I see you there. You're getting ready to fucking snipe me in the bum, aren't you? No. I will not allow this. Stop it. I break your crossbow. Eventually. Any moment now. No? Okay. Can I fire the crossbow? No. I'm sorry? Extinguish flame. Is Gondor not going to be coming? Sorry, no. It's Gondor calls for aid by lighting the beacons. So I guess no aid is coming for Gondor now. We've stopped any aid for Gondor arriving. And you know what? I'm just going to leave you in that dog pile of doom over there. I'm going to move on. I'm going to pick your corpses clean and just leave. Ah, yes, there we go. The beacons are dim. The beacons are dim. Gondor cancels its aid. So that's what happened to the Dark Souls universe. John extinguished the flame. Accidentally while on his way to do something else, yes. The first flame is so insignificant to John definitely, and his unbalanced maniacal tyranny, that he just extinguished it while on the way to deal with something else and didn't even realize what he'd done. He needed to dupe another soul in hell, you understand? He was a busy man. He was busy on his journey to becoming a hybridized Tarrasque. Ow! You've got friends. I see. Oh, I have friends. They're walls! Ha-ha! I said ha-ha! John has things to do. He can't be bothered with the world ending. Yeah, sounds about right. Oh, can I get you off here? No. Damn it, I want to get you off! Ah! Didn't work. Alright, fine. Pick this ladder so that we can have access to it later. There is a site of grace. Well, there was a site of grace down there. There is not anymore. Okay. I thought there was a site of grace down there. But, we need to go and see Irina, or whatever her name is, his father first. Have a bit of a how's your father? I don't have time. I don't have time to die. I'm busy. Fucking death itself is coming to claim John definitely. Just like, no. I'm busy. Go away. Death swings its scythe around and tries to claim his soul. Just, you should have gone for the head. Anyway, brain is shutting off, so I'm about to bugger off for the day. Look after yourself next decade, and thank you very much, Lord Cupson, for the thrust grunt. Got to deal with Captain Eye Lasers there. Well, goodbye, my son. What are you even standing on? Oh my... Of all the places to back away, no! He tried so hard. No. Yeah, Barry Quest energy is back. That strange, paradoxical energy Barry Quest once channeled, it's back. He tried so hard, and now he's gone quite far. He really has. I'm not fighting you over there. Your mate's just going to try and crossbow me in the bum. You're going to come down here and fight me like a man. Come on. Shield man to shield man. We're doing this like gentlemen. It's like watching two resto druids dueling in WoW. Just a very, very slow fight until one of them falls over from attrition. Oh god, you're trying to push me off the edge, aren't you? I see where you're going with that. No. Ow. Fuck off. There we go. Is this what two paladins? Only if they're healadins. Two protection spec or healadin paladins fighting does look like that, I can confirm. As a man who used to play both a healadin and a protection paladin. I do love that in base game, you have to, like, deal with a few misbegotten to get to arenas farther. In Modverse, you have to climb through a small war zone. Okay, yep. Giving me a fucking twig, thank you. Now, I noticed there's another of those fires behind you. Excuse me. Oh. I thought that's what these would be. Alright, the first time I came through here was before patch 1.4.1. It was just patch 1.4. They've changed this. This used to be where there was a lever that would open the way forward. Now it's these bonfires, so I'm guessing you have to extinguish all of them, and there's more. Path of the Fundamentalist is now open. Okay. What does that mean, though? What the fuck do you mean? Fundamentalist being one of the, if not the paladin class for this, basically. Very, very holy based attacks. What is... Yeah, there's nowhere to go. I do not know where he thought that would be. Path of the Who's or What's It? No capacity for helping there, I'm afraid. I am about as lost as the rest of y'all. I know we can continue sneaking down that way. Am I missing something, though? Okay, there's a pathway over there. Is that going anywhere, though? It goes up to a ladder over there. Right. Let's take the way that we normally would in base game. Getting through this misbegotten fella on the way. Ah, I thought that'd stance break him. Damn it. That one did, though. Come on! We are rather deadly low on healing items, though, I will admit. And if I'm right, there's a particularly nasty segment of, yeah, here comes the damn platforming. So, again, base game, you'd normally drop off of here a couple of times, drop onto, like, a little side point, walk onto that roof, drop down, and then go straight to boss. Now, there is that whole section over there. So let's get to moving. That's a lot of rats. That's a lot of rats. That's quite a lot of rats. That's quite a lot of rats. Too many rats. In a small enclosed space. They don't move out the way. Okay. Upsa-daisy. Up-a-day. Oh, this is what opened. Right, I'll come back for that. Whoop. As soon as I'm done with these lot. Oh, okay. No, there are more getting involved. There are just too many dudes. There are just too many dudes. And that should reset the aggro on at least some of them, but it won't get rid of all of them. I knew I'd come here too early. There's too many fucking dudes. Breathe. Okay. Okay, it did reset the aggro. He's concerned with that door. The only problem is we have no means of healing. I think. No, we have no means of healing. I'm going to call a cultured retreat. I'm going to say that we back off to the Morn Courtyard. And we come back when we're a bit tankier. Someone responded to the message to send dudes. Indeed! Indeed. Nobody questioning that. The Misbegotten did scream, "Send dudes!" And dudes were sent. I also think you may need to upgrade your weapon. The thing being, I don't want to use up the resources on a weapon I might just as easily trade out soon. I want to find like a reliable spear that I'm going to be sticking with before I start sinking upgrades into it. Case in point, we could have been using the short spear still, but we then upgraded to the partisan. And then we've also got this thing knocking around, which I don't think I'm going to be able to change the Ash of War on. Hang on a minute. No, I cannot change. As expected, I cannot change the Ash of War on that one. So that would be a good weapon if we aren't planning on, like, bleeding things, etc.
What up, bud? Been a by 90. Been a by 90. Hope you've been well. Hope you've been well.
Been a by 90 as well, indeed, Seth. I'm currently exploring the Convergence. How you doing, pal? I know you've got... I think you've got your media share coming up in a bit, haven't you? I'll drop off onto that when I'm done here. It's a VR chat now. Oh, of course. Oh, look how it's massacred my boy. Our darling Sethy baby, continuing his journey to the dark side. He's gonna be calling himself Kawaii any day now. It's a sad time. It's a sad time. No, I'm happy for you, man. I'd probably do some exploration on it myself if my computer had any chance of running anything VR-based, but we know this cursed-ass rig is not going anywhere. I mean, case in point, this man's tail is half in a wall. You had to re-thermal paste your computer. Okay, here's me talking about my computer being fucked. You're having to re-thermal paste yours. Good lord. How does one re-thermal paste something, by the way? Because the best explanation I had was someone in my D&D group suggested toothpaste. And I don't think that they were being serious. Also, I'm starting to think we went the wrong way. There's quite a lot of Misbegotten that way. What does the... Wait a fuck... Oh, stop the music. Wait a fucking minute. These are new. I've never seen these before. I've never seen... Shit! Okay, they've not just combined and rejigged talismans. They've added a whole new type of talismans. Okay. Physical damage by 5%, magical damage, fire damage, lightning damage, holy damage. Okay, so this is like a little bit of a boosty. Alright. Okay, well, mostly at the moment we're on the physical end of the spectrum. So let's grab a physical talisman. Throw that on. It won't do much, but any little helps at the moment. Okay. Essentially, you take the heatsink off the CPU, clean the old thermal paste off, apply new thermal compound on top of the CPU, and then screw it all back in. Yeah, no, I do not have the balls to manhandle my CPU. I'm gonna accept defeat. I'm not going in there. Castle Morn has become frightening. Let's explore. Let's go to the Frenzied Village, actually. Have they changed anything about the Frenzy Village? Reject magic damage, embrace the way of bonk. Sad thing is, we can't. We haven't got the room to. Like, this is an unknown. Pardon me, goat. Thank you. This is an unknown world. It's a whole new world. The main problem being we don't know what's waiting around any corner. We need to be prepared. Sticking with the Disney theme, apparently. Even Desperate Don getting ready for the Elden Ring DLC in base game Elden Ring. Even he's ready with magic up his sleeves if he needs it. Okay, this is looking very similar. There's not much reason to have changed this place. Being fair. Oh, rats! Rats! Shit! Hang on a minute. We're gonna need to kite them. Into a tree, of course. Aha! Duked, motherfuckers! Away! Be prepared with a bleed build. Honestly, again, Desperate Don over in the main game, Elden Ring, he's got bleed as well. He's prepared for any occasion I can think of. I've studied magic builds, I've studied fire builds, lightning builds, holy builds. Because holy might be absolute dog shit in the main game, but we don't know if it's going to be bad in the DLC. The DLC is ready for you to use a Sekiroian progression system. I don't quite know what that means. So the best that I could think of was they're going to slightly nerf down people's power level, kind of like Legion to Battle for Azeroth. Not that anybody actually gave a shit about that transition, but basically crushing your numbers down. I'm going to guess it's something like that, so that everyone's on slightly more even footing. But I can't see a way that it would be... I can't see a way that it would be crushed in such a way as being objectively strong in the main game is going to hinder you or anything. So if I've got all of my talismans on hand, I've got all my weapons, all my status ailments, all my multiple machine gun crossbows, I've got my dragon incantations, I've got my normal incantations. If I'm just prepped across the whole field, then I should theoretically be prepped for anything. Pardon me. Talk to you later, man. Stream will be short, so I may be back here before you're done. We'll see. I will try and keep an eye out for when you start so I can drop off. Because I know most of my lot are just going to migrate no matter what, so I might as well send them rather than just watch them leave. Because then I own it. It's my decision. Haha! I don't know why I've taken to ha-haing a lot recently. I think I might slowly be just losing my mind. It's getting close to the tick over of the new tax year, and I have things that I'm looking forward to setting up for that, which I've been waiting for so very long. But because I've still got to sit through March, I think that the fact that I can't hard effort through time's progression is starting to get to me. Oh, tax season makes everyone go insane, to be fair. Yeah, indeed. Isn't this the one where you have to kill invisible tortoises? What is this one? Seek 3 wise beasts. Ah, yes, the very unwise beast that immediately shows itself. There's one hiding in a bush. And then I think there's one hiding in a puddle. Aha! He made a little splash. And I am versed in the ways of Amnesia the Dark Descent. We're still gonna need this, because there's only gonna be a memory stone, but more spell slots is good. Right. I don't particularly want to even try making the journey down that way, so let's just teleport like normal people. We want to continue going west by the look of it. Small problem. Drops. Well then. I could try and brave that Spirit Spring, but even the base game isn't great about Spirit Springs actually working when they're supposed to. I'm not sure I trust that. Though being fair, I will give it, Convergence Spirit Springs seem a lot more consistent than actual base game ones were, because of course the mod is more cohesively stays together than the actual game it's based upon. Skip the bop. Go around him so he's not a problem. Mostly want to make my way over to that church. Then I can grab a sacred tear. Alpha Orbit. Damn it, I bought this game, played a couple of hours, then abandoned it because I wasn't in the funk. I want to play it, but also not really. I can vibe with that. Yeah, I can absolutely dig that. That was me with... Oh, God. I think I've even still got it installed. Give us a tick. Oh, no. Steam, get out of my face. What was it that I bought that... Pillars of Eternity. That was it. Absolutely, that's Pillars of Eternity for me. I bought it. I was excited to buy it. I tried it, and then I was just, I'll come back to this when I'm in the mood. And I don't ever seem to have been in the mood. But at the same time, at the back of my head, I want to get around to it. Can we visit Turtle Pope? We can visit Turtle Pope. We could go around Stormvale Castle to go to Liurnia earlier. In fact, we probably should, because Godric is not a pushover in this mod. Godric is strong boy. Oh, hey, we found the Necromancer's starting area. Hey, nice. What do we get from a Necromancer, then? Fear's Mist, Tibia's Summons, Tibia's Conversion, Blighted Armament. Oh, okay, so you're, like, mostly about casting death magic. We could coat our spear in death if we wish to at some point. Fabuloso. I feel like there's loot up there. You wouldn't just put up... Would you? Would you? Could you? Oh, fair enough then. I think we go west and visit the other church. Grab the other tier while we're here. I love these semi-blind exploration points. Like, I know the vague shape of the game, because obviously I know Elden Ring, but I don't know the shape of Convergence Elden Ring, and I like that. My favorite status effect. It's just fucking murder. Yeah. Although my favorite status will forever go to sleep because it's just hilarious for a boss to be bearing down on you and you just knock them the clean out. The clean? Knock them clean out. There we go. And the same with Rogue Trader, but for me it was the way too complicated level up system. Ah. Confess I haven't gone near Rogue Trader, mostly because I have been burned by Owlcat now and I do not trust them. After they'd been hyped up to me for so very long, as tends to be the case with things I am hyped up about by other people, they end up punching me in the gut. No. But it is Rogue Trader. Rogue Trader is Warhammer though, and I might try and gravitate towards that at some point if I can orbit my way over there. Winged Scythe. In base game, you're not that good. Holy shit though, two Bs and a descaling and blood loss. Exclusively holy damage though. No. Right, Seth is now live, so what we will do is we will head on over to the church. Grab the last tier, and then I reckon I will drop you off onto them. So scoot our way around the Mausoleum Knights. It's the fourth Church of Marika's tits. Just like the good old days. Okay. Touch some grass. Have a sit down. We breathe. We enjoy our time. We add some more replenishment power to our flasks because Lord knows we need it. I'm going to remember to allocate the flasks sideways so that we have that one extra heal while I remember. And yeah, like we've got the ability to actually I'll put that on the bar. Put some of these on the bar. Yeah, there we go. So we've got some light spellage power. We have some decent defense. A good spear is hard to find. I don't know where I'm going. I'll level with you. Because I don't play spears in base game Elden Ring, I don't know what sort of type of spear I should cap out at and then just like, oh yeah, no, this is the one I'll stick with. So expect me to forget to level up my armor, my weapon for quite a while. But the Journey of John will return at some later point for further Ed After Hours. Okay. It's good getting back into the Deathless groove. By any means necessary, of course. Thank you from the bottom of my heart and the heart of my bottom to the wonderful Convergence devs. Your mod is absolutely goddamn amazing. I am sorry that my existence and playstyle doth annoy. I am sorry. That is, I genuinely mean that. Not in a British sarcasm way. I have resting bitch voice. Please excuse me. I do intend to attempt, as best as a mortal man can, to experience as much of this as possible. And if that means that I must respec multiple times, if that means that I must kill an unfathomable amount of Albinaurics, then I will do so. And upon that note, let us raid on to Seth Orphan. They have not fallen quite to the kawaii dark side yet. We can save their soul. We can do this. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your... It's fine, Cubson. Don't question it. Just roll with it. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your generosity and your eyeballs. I'll be back. There's no better ending than that. Fuck you. Love you. Bye.